There is a certain kind of heartbreak that doesn't come from another person, but from a place. Choosin Texas taps right into that feeling. The idea that no matter how hard you try, you just can't compete with somebody's roots. This song isn't just about losing a lover. It's about losing to a whole world they once belonged to. And from the very first lines, Ella paints a story of someone who thought love could make a man stay, only to discover that home has a pull she could never break. The song opens with her believing she finally got him to fall in love with Tennessee, her world, her home, her comfort zone. But the moment she brings him back to Abilene, everything snaps back into place. It's like walking through a door that leads straight into his past. The line, I put him right back into her arms, hits hard because her isn't a person. It's Texas itself. It's the culture, the memories, the dust, the sunsets, everything that shaped him before she ever came along. She realizes that she was never fighting another woman. She was fighting a spark she could never recreate. As the chorus rolls in, the heartbreak becomes clearer. She watches him two-step around the room, smiling in a way he hasn't in a long time. That smile is the giveaway, the silent confirmation that she's losing him. And what's so painful is how helpless she feels. There's nothing I can do. She knows that this isn't about effort or love or convincing. It's about identity. A cowboy will always return to where he feels most like himself. And here she is, drinking Jack alone, realizing she's watching the man she loves drift back into the arms of the Lone Star State. When the second verse comes in, it becomes even more bittersweet. She remembers the moments they shared, the Smoky Mountain rain, the Hank Williams tunes, the Memphis blues. These weren't just memories, they were the soundtrack of their relationship. But then comes the line that reveals the truth. He always loved Amarillo by morning. That was the red flag she ignored. That one song was the warning that the West was still in his veins. It's heartbreaking when you realize someone's heart was never fully with you, even when they tried to love you the best they could. The final verse feels like the emotional climax of the story. She's driving eastbound, crying on I-40, and the highway becomes a symbol of distance, not just between states, but between two people whose paths are no longer aligned. The farther she drives, the clearer it becomes. His mind was never going to change. His love wasn't weak. It just wasn't enough to overpower everything he came from. Texas wasn't just where he lived. It was where his heart found peace, where his memories lived, where his identity felt whole. And when the chorus returns one last time, it has a different weight. It's no longer a question of confusion or frustration. It's acceptance. She's not fighting anymore. She's acknowledging the truth. She's drinking alone, and he's choosing Texas. She finally understands that some loves don't end because of betrayal or anger. Sometimes they end because you're simply not the place someone calls home. In the end, Choosin Texas isn't a song about jealousy or bitterness. It's a song about understanding when someone belongs somewhere you can't follow. It's about the quiet kind of heartbreak that comes from letting go, not because you weren't enough, but because their roots were stronger than your relationship. And the beauty of this song is how honestly it captures that moment of realization when love is real, but home pulls harder.